Hi, I'm Lucille Greeff and I'm sitting with Julia Kukard. We're both from Aephoria Partners and we want to chat to you about the 2 changes we're going to make to our online assessment. The overall name of the tool stays the same, AIM. The Enneagram section of our tool will also remain the same, but we want to make changes to the names of the maturity part of the assessment and the maturity stages themselves. So Julia, why are we changing the names and why now?
Yep. So Lucille, we're making 2 kinds of changes. The first one is in the overall name of the maturity section of the assessment. We used to call it expanded identity theory. And for a long time, we felt this is the right name for a theory in a sort of an academic context, but it's not the best name for an assessment or a framework with an assessment connected to it. So we've changed the name to the Identity Maturation Framework, or IMF, and this speaks much more to an assessment and a framework. So this will now replace the name EIT, but the overall name is AIM as per usual. The second set of changes we'd like to make relate to the names of the different stages. So we've had some feedback from yourself, practitioners, in terms of the names that we were using. Some people felt the names were not neutral enough. The term defending was seen as judgmental. And so we decided to review the names to make sure that they were all equally neutral and equally respectful for all levels of development. We also felt that the names themselves could provide more insight into each stage or be descriptive of that stage in some way. And so the new names fulfill this function more fully. Lastly, as demand has started to increase significantly over the last few weeks, we thought we'd best make the changes now. It's basically now or never. So we've decided to remove the terms defending and balancing from the names, although we can still use these concepts to understand the psychological processes at a conventional and post-conventional level. People at conventional stages will still be understood as employing more defended responses to the world, and those at post-conventional levels will be understood as using more of a balancing response to the world. And this, of course, means that they integrate thoughts, feelings, actions, bodily responses, and multiple other sources of data. So maybe, Lucille, you can take us through the intended changes.
Absolutely, Julia. So broadly, the names are changing in the following ways. The level that was previously known as self-defending has changed to self-protecting. This speaks to the focus on protecting the self and the importance of satisfying instinctual needs at this level and the resources connected to the self. Group defending also drops the term defending and is changing to conforming. This speaks to the focus on conforming in order to stay safe and know what to do. As we know, this still speaks to the importance of belonging and group membership in the identity expansion process. Knowledge defending has changed to specializing. This speaks to the notion of expert professional knowledge that is expressed in an individualistic way. Outcome defending has changed to performing, and this, of course, speaks to the focus on outcomes and performing during this stage. Feeling balancing has changed to internalizing. The focus here is on our inner world and the enriching of our inner life as ideas and our understanding of the world becomes more psychologically oriented. System balancing has changed to strategizing. This talks to the more strategic way in which a person at this level thinks, including their capacity to think systemically. Being balancing has changed to transforming, because people at this stage have a hugely transformational impact on others and on the world. And we're keeping being the same because it speaks so well to the main focus at this stage. So Julia, why don't you tell our practitioners what these changes will mean for them?
Okay, so the name changes will take place on Thursday, the 9th of April at report level, so that when you wake up after the long Easter weekend, everything will be different. And these names will appear on all reports generated after the 9th of April. If you would like us to generate reports with the new names in it, for clients that have reports using the old names, we are very happy to do so. All you need to do is send us a list of the names and we will send the reports on to you at no cost. We'll be changing all of our teaching material and publications next week, and all training in future will use these names. Other than letting us know if you need reports redrawn and getting access to the updated slides, the change costs you nothing and will only enhance your work with the framework. Please let us know if you don't have access to the Dropbox, and then we will send you a link. You, of course, know that the slide packs and marketing packs are included in the Dropbox for your use. Lucille, what else is going on for Aephoria over the next couple of months?
Well, Julia, it's a very exciting time for us because we have lots of accreditation training dates coming up. In fact, there are 7 of them coming up in April and May alone. Now, with everything that's going on at the moment, we envisage that these training dates will all happen in the online space, and we've already successfully facilitated some online accreditation programs. So there are 3 opportunities to do level 1 Enneagram training. 2 of them in Europe and South African time zones, 22 to 24 April and 11 to 13 May, with a US time zone Enneagram level 1 training from 20 to 22 May. Then for those of you that are experienced Enneagram practitioners that have done more than 8 days of training with a variety of Enneagram teachers already, of course, you can start using the Enneagram parts of the AIM tool with only a 1-day conversion course, and these dates are 14 April or 18 May coming up. And then, of course, there's the level 2 training in the identity maturation framework, and the dates for that 6 to 8 May and 27 to 29 May. So please send us a mail to hello@aephoria.co.za or give us a call if you want to sign up for some of these training dates. We look forward to seeing you on one of these programs soon.
Great. I'm also continuing to run supervision sessions online, and it would be great if you can join us. Our focus is on supporting practitioners to use the AIM, and we are also going to have a number of international speakers, guests, and experts in the adult development field. So please let us know if you'd like to join us. We also have an enormous project going on, and that is machine learning. We are actually teaching machines how to mark the IMF protocols. And once this process has been completed to a satisfactory level, this is going to speed up the process for assessment, for marking, and for the delivery of the reports back to you. At the moment, the marking is done by human markers and takes a couple of days, but this is going to speed up hugely.
Of course, our maturity and Enneagram sections of the test are now completely modularized. So if we use a practitioner, that gives you the opportunity to use the Enneagram and identity maturation frameworks either together or separately. We're also busy with some exciting translation projects. The assessment is already available in Dutch, and our Setswana, Afrikaans, and isiXhosa translations will be going live by mid-April. One of our dear colleagues, Makati Mokwena, is also creating a series of podcasts that document the wisdom of elders for this time. And she has a number of exciting guests lined up for her podcasts, such as Matsilo Motsei, Rod Suskin, and Simon Wiseman. So we'll send out these podcasts on an episode-by-episode basis, but they'll also be available on our website, so look out for them.
Great, thanks, Lucille. And that rounds up our podcast of the moment. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to working with you more fully in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye.